Evening and welcome to episode 22 of This Song Fucking Sucks. Today's guest, Harry Gold, can be found at harrygoldguitars.com. You can see my good man JP Von Hitchberg in his band Dinosaur Dick at Irish Times Bar in LA on Halloween night with Freedom Rock and La 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 Bird Time. You can see the Northern California Spasmatics at Red Hawk in Placerville on Friday, October 28th, Powerhouse in Folsom on Saturday, October 29th, and Britannia Arms Almaden in San Jose on Friday, November 4th. Like the show? Tell a friend, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes. Stop, drop. Shut them down, open up shop. Oh no. That's how Ruff Ryders roll. Today we listen to Ruff Ryder's Anthem by DMX, and this song fucking sucks. Hey, GP, what's going on?
Hey, how are you, dude, guy, buddy, pal, tiger, champ, sport?
Jesus, that
Chief
is
boss.
That is a fucking string of condescending names. I hate it when you go to the deli and the guy's like super fucking condescending, like, hey, what do you need there, champ? It's like, you cut meat for a living.
Yeah, I hate when they say, what can I do for you, boss?
Yeah,
like,
boss.
Like, boss? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah, and it's like is clearly sarcastic, boss.
Hey, what can I get for you, chief?
Oh, can't stand that.
You want a salami or pepperoni, boss?
It's like, fuck you.
I know you want something long and slender.
It's very New York. Hey, so today I brought along a friend who's been sitting patiently while we talk about deli meats. His name's Harry Gold. He's a very talented blues and R&B and jazz guitarist and keyboard player and singer. Hey, Harry, what's going on?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We are great.
Excellent.
It was Harry's idea to do this number today. This is a little song by DMX called Ruff Ryder's Anthem.
Well, I gotta tell you, I'm a little surprised that we picked this song, because probably one of the greatest songs in American history. It's got to be probably the best rap I've ever heard in my life.
I have a feeling that I think they were. I heard that they were considering replacing the national anthem with the Ruff Ryders anthem.
Oh, dude, that'd be so awesome.
I think they were actually going to take that Nobel Literature Prize away from Bob Dylan, give it to DMX for this song.
That's right. Fuck you, Bob Dylan.
Nice.
That's a good call for a national anthem.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that America's making good decisions all over the place now. You know, if we're going to get Trump and we're going to get the Ruff Ryders national anthem, we're going places as a nation.
This is a brave new world. So, do you recall when you first heard this?
I recall starting to hear it at parties, like when they're throwing on the hip-hop dance mix, and it started getting into rotation in the early 2000s for me. And just being like, wow, you know, that's catchy. That's catchy. I get scared when there's too many notes in a repetitive loop, so this took care of that for me. Right. And it just put me at ease. You know, it really let me get into the heart of white people dancing.
That's true. The irony of it.
See, I don't understand. Yeah, go ahead. I'll get to it. Keep going.
Well, when did you first hear it?
I just heard it this morning.
No. You hadn't heard it before?
I swear to God, I've never heard this song before.
Wow.
Really?
I've never heard this song before. But I think it's because it wasn't like a huge hit. It's a B-side.
But I remember hearing it.
Yeah, I think in 1998 when the song came out, or 1999 when they did the remix version, I was not listening to anything in this genre whatsoever.
Yeah, for us, well, that's, right when, I graduated high school and went to college. So, like, once I hit college, I was in a submarine of music. I had no idea what was going on outside.
Same with me.
Yeah, I know, because you were there.
Yep.
You know how it was. It was like
we were immersed.
Yeah, we were immersed, so we totally missed out on all this wonderful stuff.
Yeah. We missed out on the genius that is DMX.
Well, that's why I'm here to catch you guys up.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
And it's ironic, too, that we keep coming back to that period. And that period is such a... Is it because you and I are catching up to that period when we were in school and we just weren't paying attention and now going, oh, wait, that was a fucking tire fire for music.
Yeah.
Or it just was. And that's why.
Yeah. It was a terrible time for music.
Okay, so it's that. It's not just us.
Yeah.
It's universal. I mean, Harry picked this song. I didn't pick this song.
Harry, how old were you when this song came out?
When it came out, I was super young. When I first heard it was in the 2000s. I was probably in like middle school or high school.
Okay, so yeah. Oh, geez. All right. So you were an impressionable young man at the time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this song changed my life.
Changed your life? Well, good for you.
Thank goodness for that.
Good for you.
Ruff Ryder till he dies. First of all, one thing that it says on the wiki page is that, it's known for its sitar-like synth loop.
Yeah, dude.
It also says catchy sitar looping sound. I take issue with the word catchy because it just makes me think of a disease. It's horrible. It's just straight up Casio. Boop,
yeah, it's.
boop, boop.
I was thinking that it's Asian-y sounding, but I guess that's sitar. I mean, it's just terrible. It's terrible, and it never changes. It never alters. And it is the one constant in the song all the way to the very end.
They dropped the drums out, sir.
Yeah,
they knew what they were doing.
That was for some dynamic expression, but the thing that this loop though is a never ending, never changing part. It's the constant of the song.
Right.
It's just, about 20 seconds in, I'm like, yeah, this is old, and then it just keeps going for another 3 or 4 minutes, and I was,
the song is so long.
It
just doesn't stop.
He's got a lot to say.
Yeah, there are a lot of words considering he doesn't say very much. A whole lot of words.
This is a tremendous piece of garbage.
Well, I did my research picking out a song for you guys.
You did a great job.
You did a great job. No, that's the point of this. That's the point. The thing about this song is musically, I think we just covered it.
Yeah, I know.
Minutes. I think we just covered it musically.
Yeah. Well, here's the other thing. When it starts off with the chorus, very Beatles.
Oh, yes. That's exactly what I was thinking, too.
Start with the chorus.
I think he said they're a main influence of his.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I read that somewhere.
First of all, I was completely sure that he and Ja Rule were the same guy because they sound exactly the same.
Well, they had a feud.
Oh, shocking.
They had a feud because DMX was saying he stole his style.
Oh, you see, that makes sense. He probably did because they sound exactly the same. See, DMX, though, he doesn't look like a little cartoon. He's just like a regular beefy dude. Like
he looks like a hard ass, man.
Yeah.
Kill somebody.
He looks the part.
He looks like if Urkel went Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks, jacked like street dude. Whereas Ja Rule he's the little Yosemite Sam guy. And then he starts the song, and in the chorus, he's doing kind of a singing thing. There are pitches involved, however loose.
Yes.
But, there is the unwritten rule of rappers get an intonation pass, right? They have like a card that says like, intonation not required by law.
Well, that's why they invented the auto-tune thing and made it so they had to put it in there. They had to make sure that for people that were this bad at trying to sing a melody, that they could kind of get them closer to the central pitch.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they would do right now instead of having it be out of tune.
Sorry to interrupt. Speaking of which, did you hear about Beyonce getting robbed?
Oh, really?
Yes, a couple weeks ago, I think. Not Beyonce. What's
Kim Kardashian.
Beyonce?
Rihanna?
Kim Kardashian. Is that who it was? Yeah.
Kim Kardashian got robbed.
So she got robbed. She had millions of dollars on her, on like jewelry, and she got robbed in France or somewhere, right?
The ring alone was like $4.4 million.
So Kanye got he was playing a show, and then he found out about it, he caught wind of it.
Oh, they didn't shut off the auto tune.
Yes, so when he's like, I'm sorry, I had to cancel the concert. It was like, what the fuck? It was like, whoa, dude. The sound guy couldn't have turned his auto tune off just so he could talk to the crowd for a second.
Yeah, I saw that on John Oliver or The Daily Show or something.
Yeah, that sound guy's fired.
Yeah.
So fired.
I hope. But these, in the days before auto-tune...
Yeah, because this didn't... I guess auto-tune didn't really take effect until... what was his name again?
T-Pain?
Cher.
Yeah, and when was that?
Cher.
Well, no, but I mean, in
hear
this genre, though...
Did you hear the auto-tune with Cher?
Yeah. You believe in life after love?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's right. Yeah, and that was a year or two later. I mean, it didn't hit hip-hop quite yet, but still, that was the one where it was like, oh, it's got this weird thing on it. You know, that was like the... And that was, another year or two away.
Okay. I can't remember when that happened.
Yeah, and then it took a couple of years until it got, like, hip-hop started becoming, like, a really, T-Ping effect and stuff. But, oh, God, he's so out of tune. Especially when he went, oh, no, the low note of those two notes. He's singing two notes. And at least he can get one of them right, But
hey, man, he learned music on the streets, all right?
Yeah.
He didn't go to music college.
Yeah.
That's right. No one trained him how to sing.
That is clear.
What do you think? Pavarotti's coming around telling him, no, you got to sing from the diaphragm. And it's not even like... I guess there's some sort of tough out of tune. If there is, that's not it. It sounds like sad out of tune. Like, aw.
The lyrics of this song can get pretty dark, man.
Stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. So what does that mean? Like I get drop.
I think he's talking about drive-bys.
Okay. So like open up shop means like shoot at them.
Yes. So stop and drop would be like what this is my interpretation as a suburban white male from Natick, Massachusetts. would put me into the rationale of stop drop, meaning that the cars rolling by and they're open fire, like open up shop, blank blank blah 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 blah. So you get down so you don't get killed. Oh, no. That's how Ruff Ryders roll.
See, I thought of it as more like seasoned drug territory, like taking a corner or something.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. See, open up shop. It's like, okay, it's time to...
I guess I can see that, but I guess it was more about the lyrics that come afterwards when all the stuff he's talking about is about...
Oh, that gets into a whole other thing.
Sure.
He's a sensitive guy.
Yeah. He's a sensitive man.
Sensitive. Yes, he is. Very sensitive. I mean, do we want to talk about how awesome his palette of vocabulary is?
Oh, yeah.
Shall we? Let's.
In his rhyming schemes and...
Want to try, want to lie, wonder why, want to die.
Yeah, man.
Try, lie, why, die.
See, where I start to get worried is right after that, where he says...
Pain, rain, maintain, brain.
All I know is pain. All I feel is rain. How can I maintain with mad shit on my brain?
Where's the rain come from? That, see, to me right there, putting the word rain in there makes it, he just needed to fill something in, and so he puts rain in there to fill in a space because he can't think of anything else. And how juvenile are these rhymes anyway?
I think he's just crying.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about all that pain, and it's just coming out of his eyes, and he can't stop it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
think there's the sensitivity factor, like, just because I'm hard doesn't mean I'm soft. Wait, doesn't mean I'm not soft? Just because I'm hard doesn't mean I'm not soft.
I don't know, guys.
Blame it on the rain.
See? Yeah,
that's what it makes me think of, is that song.
All I feel is rain.
All I feel is rain. What does rain feel like?
It's wet.
He's getting wet over this.
You know, like when you get hammered and you can't quite make it to a bathroom, but you want to chance it and sprint there?
Wow,
That's what rain feels like.
I also I have a gripe with his whole rhythmic thing is so fucking stupid and boring. And It's just
it's like a gun, right?
I guess if you do it like that.
Onomatopoetic kind of thing going on there.
All I feel is pain. All I feel is rain. How can I maintain? Just match it. It just sounds like it sounds to me, honestly, sounds like a white person making fun of rap. That was the thing. The whole time listening, I'm like, this sounds like a white person making fun of rap. This is not.
It kind of does.
Not have and he'll start to he'll deviate from that pattern, and when he deviates and throws in like the triplets, he fucks his timing up, and he can't keep up. And you're like, dude,
you can't get back.
I will reiterate, he did not go to music college.
He is not a talented. He's not a talented rapper, and he's not a talented lyricist. These are the two things I've determined from hearing this song this morning.
He is strict with his AAAA rhyme scheme.
Oh God, everything about this is so basic. It's just so basic.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, he took songwriting classes from Three Dog Night, and I don't see how that could have gone wrong.
Three Dog Night. Did you read that somewhere?
The Three Dog Nightmare. Violence, silence, style is wildest.
Stupid.
Wildest.
I like rhyming it with it a bunch of times. Like, you want it, come and get it, took it, then we split it. Fucking right, we did it. I'm like, that's clever.
I heard so the next line, I heard, I was listening to the radio version, and he goes, what the F you gonna do? And I was like, what the F? That's the softest fucking rap I've ever heard in my life. What the F you gonna do when we run up to you? It's like, what the F? What the F?
We listened to the radio edit once too, and it's pretty funny. It's
hilarious.
There's not a lot of content left.
I know, and then at the end they had to turn shit backwards and you know.
Oh my God!
Turned into Twin Peaks for a second.
What?
Yeah. I think an important thing, we get down to the real meat of the piece, and Harry and I were discussing this before we got started. When you get down to
well, please enlighten me.
Yeah, this is important. I don't know if you picked up on this. This is the real subtext of the Ruff Ryders anthem. I'm gonna have to show niggas how easily we blow niggas.
Whoa!
Right?
Where'd that one come? Where's that one?
It's in that first verse, just maybe 2/3 in.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
There it is.
And you could tell he's just struggling through this whole song to come to gripes with his sexuality.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's really a coming-of-age piece.
This is his Brokeback Mountain.
There we go.
This is his homoerotic anthem, you know? We're Ruff Ryders.
Yeah, that means they don't wear condoms.
That is what it means.
Which is dangerous.
So that's, now this is having a whole nother thing. So stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
Shop is obviously
their butthole.
Some guy's legs.
Yeah.
Stop, drop, shut them down is like, you gotta, this is
bend them over.
This is totally prison sex. That's what this is.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be in prison?
Well, it's because of the lines, nothing we can't handle, break it up and dismantle, light it up like a candle, just cause I can't stand you. So it's a Trump, it's, grab him by the pussy and do what you want with him. So it's definitely not necessarily a warranted sex. And the video's it looks like all prison yard stuff to me, too. So maybe I'm being influenced by the imagery.
I guess so. If you notice in the video, there is not a lady in the entire thing.
It's a lot of shirtless men. A lot
of shirtless men. And since when in the beginning of time has there been a rap video with no ladies in it?
Well, it's interesting you say that.
I thought so.
I don't know the answer. Well,
there's this one.
Well, he's riding a white motorcycle in the beginning, and that's clearly just a visual representation of his first love. He rode like a white motorcycle.
He's like, who's the guy from The Wire? Omar.
Yeah, I've never seen The Wire.
The gay thug.
No, I'm thinking it's prison because they have all the bodybuilding stuff in the prison yard looking thing.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm thinking it's prison sex. But they're behind a fence and shit.
Yeah, okay. I kind of just thought, I don't know, they were in, basketball court or something,
And you're right. It's all dudes.
But yes, very all dudes, very masculine, very homoerotic.
I'm not going to lie. I'm getting hard right now just looking at this video.
Good.
Is he losing his hearing? Because a lot of people in this song just start going, what, in the background.
That's right.
And
in between every line.
All I know is pain. What?
I just
Who's
feel...
He speaking? What? Are you there?
What?
What?
What? So I went to spend thousands of dollars to go to music school.
Why would you do that?
Exactly.
Clearly, after hearing this song, and a lot of the songs that we've actually done here on this podcast, it's completely unnecessary to ever learn how to write a song. Because
I think you could just stop at write.
Yes, you just have to find somebody who has a lot of money to support you and then just go out there and do the thing. I mean, I don't understand how this comes to be. It's like it's so bottom of the barrel creativity. There's nothing creative about it, especially this song with the way the words that he's using to rhyme, how simplistic that line is, and then the whole what over and over again. It's like they're not even trying to arrange anything.
It's very like, I did this in my basement.
There's no composition. There's no thought of. There's no harmonic progression. There's no tension and release.
It's all tension.
It's all tension.
It gets released when you turn it off and throw the CD out the window.
Did the stereo.
Throw the stereo out the window. Okay. Put my shit on tapes. Like you bussin' grapes. What does that mean? I mean, I get what bussin' grapes is.
I think it's busting a nut. So
is
it's when right? Because some people call balls grapes.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Grab them by the grapes.
Taking more marijuana than testicles, but I could be swayed.
Okay, like they're breaking it up and to put it into like a blunt.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grapes. Okay. I never heard the word grapes being used for marijuana.
Well, you're on the.
Yeah, I've heard.
I heard Massachusetts earlier.
Is that what you heard, huh?
Busting grapes. I was just imagining him like actually doing like grape stomping, like
he's making wine. Is what this is about.
Like he's Lucille Ball.
I like it.
There is prison wine.
That's true. Made from shit.
The next two lines are pretty interesting.
Yeah. Think you holding weight, then you haven't met the apes.
Hold on a second. I just did some Google searching here and came up with something based on this conversation we're having. So I'm looking at marijuana strains right now, and there is a marijuana strain called Grape Ape. So perhaps he's referring to busting grapes. You haven't met the apes. So he's talking about, getting high.
Argue that strain is probably pretty new. And
I would say the same
just,
thing.
Slang for any kind of purple.
Right.
Sticky, icky.
Right. That's a thing. Yeah, when he gets into ape, I'm like, ooh, that sounds very racist.
He's just claiming these stereotypes.
And uncomfortable.
So is Ruff Riding in prison, all right?
That's
racist
true.
And uncomfortable.
Yes.
Home of the brave, my home is a cage, and yo, I'm a slave, till my home is a grave.
So yeah, that sounds prison-y. My home is a cage.
Yeah, see? That's why. I knew I wasn't formulating this thing out of nowhere.
Yeah. Although you don't really hear anything until like halfway through the goddamn song. Let's talk about Swayze.
Yes. Someone please enlighten me. I know this is like actually a person too, right?
Like Patrick Swayze?
No, wasn't there a rapper named Swayze? But that would be afterwards. I thought Swayze was a newer rapper.
Maybe. I don't know. I just think of Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. Is that what he's talking about, you think?
No. I think it's like being sweet and crazy. I'm sure it's like a, hybrid word like hyphy and crunk.
Crunk. Okay. So yes, to confirm our suspicions, Swayze comes from the actor Patrick Swayze's last name. It means to leave or disappear, derived from the title of his 1990 hit film Ghost.
To leave or disappear?
Mm-hmm. So one of you guys said that earlier, didn't you?
Probably.
Yeah, I said something about that.
Something about Ghost.
I was wising off. I didn't know it was real.
You were right, dude. You nailed it. You fucking home run for you.
I bust you and be Swayze. Okay, so that makes sense. He's gonna, beat someone up and then just leave and just ghost. Oh, I was being a wise ass and I ended up being right. Oh, fuck me.
So it's not about pottery classes in prison.
I'm gonna bust your ass and then I'm gonna do some pottery. That's great.
It's a cool exit strategy right there.
Get that potter's wheel rolling.
I can just see them in prison in pottery class, just grinding all over each other, just making big old pottery dicks.
It's pottery dicks. Move over, Pottery Barn.
I know I'd be making them if I was in prison.
That's actually where Pottery Barn gets a lot of their stuff.
You know what happened is there was a merger between Dick's Sporting Goods and Pottery Barn. Pottery Dicks.
So come on down to Pottery Dicks.
It cracks me up when he's all, stop acting like a baby. Mind your business, lady.
Yeah, what?
It's just some onlooker, and he's like, stop looking at me.
Oh, that's not an onlooker. That's the part of him that identifies as a woman. Just seeping out, and he's having an open conversation with himself about whether or not it's okay to like the boys.
You know what, DMX? I fully support any of your homosexual and trans tendencies. I think you need to be you. You know? I am absolutely behind that.
It will not change how I feel about his music at all if he comes out right now.
I'm with you guys.
Won't change a thing.
You know what? It would for me. I think I would like it better.
I'm still gonna think he sucks if he's gay or not. That's right. Just me.
Well, that's your prerogative.
I'm not gonna like it anymore. No, my prerogative is Bobby Brown. My prerogative is a good song. Bobby Brown was talented. This guy, I don't know.
You know what? It's about to get ugly. Fuck it, dog. I'm hungry. Anybody could be talented. This guy's doing something new.
Yeah, he said something new. And it's like, that's kind of a slippery slope there to say that in the beginning of your song, because it won't be new anymore. And then, like, when we listen to it now, it'll be like, this isn't new. This is way old. When you see me spit at you, you know I'm trying to get rid of you. Yeah, I know it's pitiful. That's fucking terrible. It's just bad.
It's bad.
The good thing is that it doesn't rhyme also.
It is pitiful.
He's acknowledging it.
Yeah, it's pitiful in a way he did not intend. I know. This song is pitiful. This rhyme is pitiful. But studio time is expensive.
Yeah.
That's how we get down, split round, kiss ground, shit clown. When you say it like that. Shit clown. I like that. You know, and that's the thing. When you do those kinds of rhymes where it's like the two parts, like, even though the line is just for talking shit, clown, but because it's rhyming with split round, kiss ground, it sounds like, you know, you're kind of, at least subconsciously, like, putting out there that he means shit clown.
That's what he calls Jared, his boyfriend.
That's my shit clown.
That is my shit clown. We met at the Dick Pottery class.
It's because I call him that because I make him put makeup on and then I Cleveland steamer him.
Ooh, I like the Cleveland steamer.
He's my shit clown.
So even though he's smiling on the outside, he's really sad on the inside.
That's right, because he's full of fucking Duke. You didn't think it's funny? Then you don't know me, money. It's about to get ugly, which does not rhyme. Fuck it, dog. I'm hungry.
Okay, so hold on. So for me, I think one of the most annoying parts of the song comes right in that line. He goes, you know you think it's funny, then you don't owe me money. Like, he like actually puts a melody in there, and and it sounds exactly like Fred Durst. Just like Fred Durst. And I was like, this is like the whitest rapping ever. And then he does that, which reminds me of something off of Insignificant Other, which I think came at the same time. It came out roughly the same time as this.
What was that? What's that?
The one of Did It All for the Nookie. Yo! You know, like there's little melodies here and there, and it's just fucking garbage. Insignificant Other, the Nookie. I did it all for the Nookie. Take a cookie and stick it up your
That's the name of that song? I thought the song was called
That's
Nookie.
the name of the album, but he did a lot of this kind of crap on there. And I remember just being like, oh my god, Fred Durst is the worst rapper ever.
Yeah, but then there was DMX.
Now I've learned about the wonders of DMX.
Well, he took a proven model and built on it.
Right. He followed the Fred Durst Business School of Hip Hop. So what is DMX? What the shit does that mean?
Let me look it up. See what I can find.
Yeah, look it up. What does DMX mean?
Keep going over the lyrics, and I'll find it.
Do we have to?
Yeah, man.
One of my favorite lyrics in the song, fuck it, dog, I'm hungry. all of a sudden in the middle of the song, he's like, let's go get a sandwich. Yo, you want to get a sandwich?
I could go for a sandwich right now.
I could get a sandwich. You want pastrami? We go to Subway's?
Can we push pause on this and go get some footlongs?
Yeah, and then get some chips.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah. Fuck, dog, I'm hungry. And then I guess, you know what I mean? Come up off that green. Yeah, you know, smoking weed. Our niggas are fiend. Okay, so that's like, I guess they're having a...
It's an orgy.
Okay. Yes. I did not see that.
It's in the subtext.
Yes, got to go back to that subtext.
Give a dog a bone. Leave a dog alone.
They give a dog a boner.
I know what that means.
Knack, patty whack.
Give a dog a boner.
Let a dog roam. You can't hold him down. He can't be a one-man man.
You can't just put DMX in a box that can't sing right. All right? He's more than that.
Nobody puts DMX in a corner.
We got Swayze in again? Oh, bam,
Yeah,
guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's an all Swayze, all homoeroticism episode of The Song Fucking Sucks.
I'm so impressed.
Let a dog roam and he'll find his way home. See, that's a good message for his boyfriend. It's like if you love something, set it free.
But if it doesn't come back, take a dick from Dick's Pottery Barn and you get in there and you open up shop.
Yeah, you better stop and
I kind of
drop.
thought you were going to say it was never meant to be, but that's good too.
Is that how that saying goes?
No, you're right.
I'm pretty sure if they don't come back, you stop them, you drop them, and you shut them down and open up shop. That's all I've learned so far.
Right in their fucking colon.
Stop them and drop them and open up shop them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Find a way home.
I'm a pull paper because it's all about the papers. Bitches caught the papers, now they want to rape us?
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let's back up there because let's unpack paper. So pull paper is, of course, get money.
Sure.
It's all about the papers. So is that still money, or is that now like he's talking about rolling papers, or is it...
He's rolling joints in money.
Oh, okay. Bitches caught the papers. I don't know. That's probably has some meaning, but it may not, and it's tough to tell. It's just like, to be fair, paper is a hard word to rhyme. And it's like you paint yourself into a corner. If you start the stanza with a word that's impossible to rhyme, the rest of the stanza is going to suffer.
Yes.
Well, did you also know that 1 is the loneliest number since the number 1? 2 can be as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1.
I mean, I think it's the loneliest number that you'll ever knew.
I never knew that.
Oh, well, allow me to enlighten.
That's way too much math for me. I don't know.
Can't hang in the math.
Well, the line is, bitches caught the papers, and now they want to rape us.
Yeah, so then we can, okay, now they want to rape us. So there you go. There's your butt sex rape fantasy. That's,
Well, he's taking his boyfriend out, they're having a good time, and then all of a sudden, he says no, but his boyfriend's not having it.
Yeah. Well, it could be a role-playing thing, too. They are Ruff Riders. So, they do like the rough kind of situations. So maybe a little bit of, role play in there. Like, oh, no, don't. Oh, you're hurting me. Maybe that's their thing. And if that's, how two grown adults, what they want to do,
I don't have a problem with it.
Outside in a park at night, between two consenting adults who love each other is totally up to them.
I completely agree.
Yes, I will fight for their right to have crazy butt sex. Well, I won't fight, but I'll defend it verbally, at least.
So I have not found definitive information yet on what this means. I'm still looking.
On what DMX is?
Yeah.
I feel like it's a drug thing. Like it's some weird chemical or something that, I don't know, makes you fucking rip your face off and jump out a window.
Pretty sure it's a type of steroid, judging by him and his friends' bodies.
They are very, very cut. So, Harry, you're telling me that before the show that he is now a preacher?
I think he is a pastor or something, or he's studying to be an ordained minister.
Yes. All right.
So he definitely came to terms with stuff, and now he's trying to get right.
Yeah.
Set an image for the youngsters.
Yes. So you think he's still ripped?
I think he's definitely still ripped.
Okay.
I'm not positive. I haven't seen a picture of him in a long time.
Yeah.
Because I haven't been looking for it.
Right. I wonder if he looks sexy in those robes.
I thought you were going to ask me if he still rides rough in those robes. And I don't know. I don't know the answer to either question.
Well, I think it depends on what denomination.
Yeah, if he's Catholic, it's all good.
It's a wink and a nod and a nah.
If the president can grab people by the pussy, then
candidate.
Yes.
Whatever. Then I think if it's good enough for a presidential candidate, it's good enough for DMX.
But he has no interest in pussy, clearly. Although there is some stuff about pussy at the end.
No, right at the end, I see that very differently.
On getting pussy in prime. Tell me how you see it.
Well, he's got try to keep your mind on getting pussy in prime, and I think that was more when he was closeted. He was really trying to stay focused on perpetuating that image of, I'm into pussy.
Yes, he's telling himself, keep your mind on getting pussy, right? Remember, you got to act like you're trying to get pussy so that no one has an inkling of your innermost desire to butt hump.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Earlier in that same verse, he's got, what was that look for when I walked in the door? Oh no, you thought it was raw? Boom, not anymore. And to me, I think he's just adopting safe sex practices finally.
Oh.
Which I think is positive.
Yeah.
That is positive. See, that's a positive message. Boom, wear a condom.
Boom.
You can get all sorts of weird shit from that butthole, and it's no good, man. It's no good. And you don't need to be spraying all those diseases in someone's colon. That is bad.
It's a shitty situation.
Yes. For the win with Harry.
Nice job.
Good work with the poop joke. So you still looking for DMX, JV?
No, I think I got it.
Oh, do you?
DMX means Dark Man X. So now you know.
Okay.
DMX means Dark Man X. Don't thank us. DMX is an acronym, abbreviation, or slang word that is explained above.
Is that official? Is that in his bio?
This is in the internetslang.com.
Well, it makes me wonder if that's an old-timey thing that the really racist past would use to describe an assailant that was unknown, who did a robbery. It was an unknown black man. It was a DMX, it was some 30s cop slang.
Right.
I feel like that would have been easier to find.
Yeah, well, I guess so. You're right. You're right.
It's not that it wasn't easy to find. It's just that I'm not believing it. But as I've gone through and looked, that's all I can find. So perhaps I'm wrong.
When you say it like that, it totally sounds like a Marvel comic character.
Yes,
that's what I was picturing, Samurai X, Darkman X.
Yeah. X Factor, Darkman X.
Darkman X.
So racist.
Hey, he's the one that named himself, I think, though, right?
Yeah, no, I get it. Still, if that was a comic book character, that would be a little questionable.
I have the powers of dark,
like Black Lightning. Okay, so we're going to resurrect something that we tried to do early on and we haven't done yet, and that's the lyric rewrite segment of the show, and that's where we take a key line from our song and see if we can improve it. I ask you guys to rewrite the lines, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop. Oh, no. That's how Ruff Ryders roll. So, did you come with anything there, JP?
I did, but I got to hear the melody for me to remember how the song goes. So wait, someone else go first. Then I have mine written down. I just can't remember how the melody goes. See, unlike you guys, I've just heard this song today.
I don't even give a shit about how the melody goes. I will just read it off. So here's what I got. Crop top busting my load in your sock. Oh, no. I put it back in your dro.
Well done. That's pretty good. I gotta tell you, I'm impressed with that lyric.
About beating off and someone's sock and then leaving it. I like that. It has nothing to do with the meaning of the song, but it sounds like a great prank. And I didn't think of it until I wrote those lyrics and went, oh, that would be fucked up. It's kind of funny.
I got mine.
Okay.
Mine is crap, plop, squeeze it out, feel the poop drop. Oh, no, this is a hemorrhoid, yo.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You're welcome.
I like that.
Yep.
I wanted to do something more with crop top. I just thought that was funny. I like the image of him in a crop top, but I couldn't get anything to rhyme with it good.
Yeah, it's
crop top.
Crop top.
With a beret on top, but then
or you
I'd
could have
have
just
two
used
tops.
you could have just used the way he rhymes and just picked words and made him fit, like used mop, because you know, if he feels the rain because of his pain, boo, you can just pick any fucking word that rhymes and figure out how to get it in there.
Yeah, crop
he
top.
does.
Just going off with my mop.
Yeah.
All right, I got one.
Yeah, let's do this.
Stop, jock. I told you I don't want no cock. Oh, no. Can't stay in the closet no mo.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
I knew someone was going to have to do the cock one, because how could you not? And I just thought I'd leave it to you guys, because, I mean, it's brilliant. Let's see that one again. I like that.
I will pick up the pieces. Stop, jock. I told you I don't want no cock. Oh, no. Can't stay in the closet no mo.
See, that's great. That's great, because the first line is, about, oh, no, I don't want that. Stop it, dude. I don't want that cock. And then the second line is like, I can't stay here no more. I gotta let it out and be me.
Gotta embrace it. DMX, embrace it.
And see, I like that too, because that one really, it goes with the actual meaning of the song. So, I really don't have much more to say about this song. I think we've squeezed this fucking lemon dry.
We squeezed the turd right out of us.
Yeah. So I will take this opportunity to take us to our next segment entitled This Song Fucking Jams: a pleasant alternative where we discuss songs which don't suck. Would you like to go first, JP, or you want to mess around with your thing?
I can go first if you guys, if you want me to. Yeah. I got my shit picked out here.
Yeah, do it.
So I was recently turned on, and I'm not a gamer. I'm not a video game playing man, but one of my friends is down here. He's a really awesome composer named Ariel Mann. He's also a Berkeley guy, and he's been working for Disney doing a lot of stuff for their Marvel and Star Wars games and things. He himself is a gamer, and we also are big metal fans. And I guess this new game for Doom dropped, and the soundtrack for it is written by a guy named Mick Gordon from Australia, he's done some other stuff too over the years. Like he's done some Marvel games, and this guy is he's a wizard. He's an absolute wizard. And the song I'm picking off of this one is called BFG Division. I don't know what that means. There's not any lyrics or anything in it. But what this guy does is he creates these really, really cool. It's kind of hard to describe, because he has the guitar tones that he has are absolutely phenomenally amazing. And I think he's using like 8 strings on here, and they're super heavy and crunchy and industrial sounding. And this particular song sounds like a death march that is coming to just, Armageddon is coming to just annihilate everything around you. But the cool thing that he does is he creates all this cool synthy stuff in the background. And as I've learned more about him in the last couple of weeks, he creates all the sounds himself. Like he's making all these sounds and like doing the effects of the guitars and making them from just sine waves and stuff. So it's not like he's using pre-programmed sounds. He's actually creating all of the stuff that you hear in there. And and the grooves on this track, it's like Meshuggah meets Rammstein. It's just this otherworldly sound. And so sometimes when there's spaces somewhere, somebody can fill it with noises that make it seem suffocating. But the way he's doing it's like he'll have these giant stomping riffs that are just like, and then there's be the break, and then he'll fill it with like these little things that are like little tiny like keyboard chirps and stuff. And so there's never like a dull moment in it, and everything is filled but not overfilled where you feel suffocated. And it's great gym music if you like to work out like I do, and it like pumps you up. And I can imagine playing a game where the object of the game is to shoot demons and kill, like you're in hell or something in the game. I don't play games, but I'm not sure if you guys do. But I can totally imagine this by the pictures that the music creates in my mind, listening to it, how it would complement the game so perfectly. And it's just, it's mind-blowingly awesome. Like I can't believe I've never heard of this guy being a film scoring major at school. How I've never heard of this guy, but I think he does most of his stuff is for games and whatnot. But
that is where it's at, man.
It's right, and it's like it's super cool that now I have another world of things to possibly listen to in that, because I'm not a gamer, but I certainly do enjoy music, and especially scary stuff. Because a lot of the stuff this guy does, like he was handpicked specifically for this game, because a lot of the stuff that he does are sort of like action stuff. I'm looking right here on his page, and he did Wolfenstein: The New Order with Frederick Thorndal.
Oh, no way!
Nice.
Yeah, so he's got some, he's got his finger on the pulse of metal, and somewhere Ariel was reading that this soundtrack is introducing people to metal, because metal's so underground, but because video games are so huge,
right?
It's actually basically spreading metal to a whole new audience, which is really cool. So yeah. So anyway, the Doom soundtrack, 2016. The song is BFG Division. It's a fucking apocalyptic masterpiece.
I have a hunch that BFG there is Big Fucking Gun.
Yeah, I would imagine the same thing.
Yeah, assuming it's a shoot 'em up, right?
Yeah, shoot 'em up. Oh
yeah, it's Doom, right? So yeah,
what?
Shooting.
What?
That's great. I'm looking forward to checking that out. It sounds very interesting.
The riffs on all the songs I've heard. The riffs are so awesome. Like, this guy has such a knack for writing super cool, complicated, but not like it's like taking Meshuggah and making it Rammstein, so that there's like taking all the craziness of the math of Meshuggah, but stripping that out so you have the same feel in like a 4/4 pattern. So it's just, I don't know. It's super. It's just, it makes you, when you listen to it, you can't help but headbang. It's just the way it is. And if you like smashing your brain against the front of your skull like I do, then you may enjoy.
All right.
Fair enough.
My brain needs some smashing. Hey, Harry, what did you bring for us today?
I thought I'd talk about this tune, Nocturne, off of Julian Lege's new album. And
that guy?
Julian Lege is like this prodigy jazz guitarist who has been doing a bunch of stuff with like an archtop guitar, like gypsy jazz type of stuff, but recently got into like Telecaster, and he runs his sound through like this 5-watt Fender amp and gets some really beautiful, like overdriven guitar sounds just playing with dynamics. But specifically this tune, Nocturne, off his new album is really, really tasty. And it's just a mellow kind of foray into, I think it's an old W.C. Handy tune. Mm-hmm. But very pretty song, very nice approach, and how this guy plays with dynamics is really fantastic. I don't think I've ever seen another guitar player do it in the same way. I saw him live, and he just went from very clean sound to very overdriven, just playing with his volume on the guitar, and very tasty.
He is a Gary Burton discovery, right?
Yep.
Yep, I remember him coming up and being like, because he started kind of coming up when I was in school. That was when Gary Burton was our vice president. And Yeah, and it was like, but that kid was still like in high school.
Yeah,
Okay.
he started gigging at like age 8 or something crazy, and he was already wicked good.
Just super good. Yeah, literally, like when you say prodigy, he was a prodigy, and he was just, on a Gary Burton album at like 16 or something, or 17.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
That's a pretty impressive feat.
Yeah, he's not fucking around, that kid.
No.
Jesus.
But I think in having that amount of chops from such a young age, now what he's been playing with is just dynamics and like how to approach like the dynamics of a song and the arc, and how he's approaching guitar is really unique and interesting.
It's interesting how those guys who are prodigies, how they approach their later career, because it's like it's this kind of transcendent thing. It's like what Chris Thile does, now is like, it's, he doesn't have to go and blow everybody's face off.
Well, doesn't it kind of like it peters out at some point too, right? Or evens out? 'Cause I remember Kenny Wayne Shepherd was like this crazy prodigy, and then he just kind of stopped being awesome at some point or whatever,
Well, I think it varies. There's very few people that are like actual prodigies from a young age, and I think a lot of them burn out on whatever their art is.
Right. Oh yeah, I get that. That makes sense.
It's like if there's nothing to work toward, what do you do?
Yeah. I used to often wonder about Thomas Lang. If you guys know who Thomas Lang is.
Yep.
But playing with Thomas, and when I was playing with him in Schwarzenegger, because Thomas is so good at the drums, I would sit there and be like, how is this even fun for you? Because there's no challenge, really. He's mastered the instrument to such a degree, because I'm sure he was a prodigy too, because he was playing with Yes at 18 years old.
Whoa.
Yeah, so but he said for him it's all about playing with other people.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it's like. His whole enjoyment from music he hasn't really practiced much anymore, because it's just like whatever he stays, I guess, gets life out of it by playing with other people. That's like the whole thing for him. I guess it never
that makes sense.
Makes sense, I guess. Yeah,
that's an awesome pick.
It is.
Forward to he's just playing. Is there any singing on this record?
No singing. It's all instrumental, and it's a trio album. It's guitar, bass, drums.
Great. Room to stretch out. That's another thing, is I kind of noticed that a lot of guys who are just phenomenal players early on start going like, now I'm going to sing at a certain point in their career.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe you shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, exactly.
So far, he's not singing on any of his records.
Yeah, that's good.
That I know of. Anyway.
Who's in the trio? Is anyone noteworthy?
I don't remember offhand.
If you don't remember, then it's no one noteworthy, probably.
That isn't necessarily true.
That was a fucked up thing to say. I'll probably cut that out. But
wow,
you're not important. I don't know who you are.
But they're really phenomenal in how they play off of each other.
Yeah,
it's very tasty record.
Sounds spectacular. So for my pick, I'm going to choose something off of the new Meshuggah album.
Woo! I was going to do that too.
I figured as much, and I was hoping you wouldn't.
Yeah.
So The Violent Sleep of Reason. So, I just got my copies, because I buy it on CD and vinyl, because I'm obsessed. And then I'm listening to it on Spotify anyway, but so whatever. But there's a couple that I really like already.
Yes.
But the one I'm going to pick today is Born in Dissonance. There's Born of Dissonance, which is the second track. And a lot of boogie da, boogie da, boogie da, boogie da. So, just classic Meshuggah, more of what they do. And of course, this record is really interesting because it's the first time in a long time that they wrote the music and then got into a room, plugged into amplifiers, and played it as a group.
So fucking awesome.
It's cool, and you can hear that in there.
Oh.
And
I'm gonna cover my pants.
And Thomas was talking about how they tried to approach it from as much as they can, a slightly less of that perfectionist standpoint of, I mean, heavy music and this kind of thing with, the advent of DAWs and stuff, it just like has become so, quantized to hell,
Yep.
And so they're kind of try to make it slightly more human, though, it's still them, and they tried to perform it to the best of their ability. There is a more of a human aspect to the performances there, and you can hear it, and you can hear some finger noise and stuff, things that really happen. And it's like, God, we need more of that.
I was so happy to read that they were going to be playing through amps again, because I am so over the Axe Effects and Line 6 crap. I just don't. I actually never really liked it in their sound anyway. I miss that Destroy, Erase, Improve and the Chaos Sphere sound. And so it's so. Listening to this album, I definitely. Well, one, the drumming is absolutely phenomenal, and the way the drums are recorded is so awesome too. But you can almost hear the space of air in between the microphone and the amp, or the cabinet speaker. You can hear the distortion of air and stuff, and it just has such a cool, and the rawness of that sound just makes the band sound so much heavier to me, and so much, I don't know, cooler. Just cool. Like it's just such a better sound. I just like it so much better, and I've always felt that way, and I'm so glad they went back to it.
Yeah. It feels like, first of all, I've always felt like their computer approach to things, they kind of, to me, they always got a pass.
Yeah.
The direct recording that they've been doing for eons, and, and then, like they did, when they did the IEP, they didn't even record the drums. They just used the,
right. I think that's true as well, from what I remember.
Yeah. And it's like, but there's such a cool, weird thing, and so just technical and everything. It's like, fuck it, like you can do whatever you want.
Right.
It's like it doesn't really uphold to the rules of normal music, where like, I like people in a real room, not computers. Like, they can be computers and weird and crazy. Mm-hmm. But it sounds like a band in a room now, and it feels that way when you listen to it. It's just so
awesome.
So cool. And I hope that influences other bands in that general genre, because it's, all that stuff has gone so far in one direction. It's like,
it's sort of it's sort of intolerable to me.
Yeah.
You mentioned Axe Effects. Are they recording their guitar like straight through the Axe Effects, not running it through a speaker?
Yeah. When you see them live, Harry, they wouldn't even have amps and cabs on stage.
Nope.
They were just
they run
straight through the PA?
Axe Effects right into the PA.
Wow.
And for a while, before the Axe Effects became a thing, they were running, like the
high-end Line 6.
The Line 6 like rack mount thing. Thank God they're not doing that anymore. Those things are fucking garbage. But
not a fan.
Well, they knew how to make them sound cool. They had the top of the line ones, but
and I think they're a big reason that Axe Effects just became the thing.
Right, I think so too.
Definitely, they were like, "Oh yeah, these guys use it. Well, I want it too." And now everyone's got one. And what is kind of interesting is when they play live, they play with Cubase for their click and everything, and so Cubase has all the cues for all their patch changes.
Oh,
so
cool!
They don't need pedals or anything.
That's nice.
That's helpful.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. I would not mind to not have to run my pedals.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. And so that's cool. And I think their lighting cues might be on there too. You might have to look into that, but I think they're which is great. It's all there, and so they can just play and not have to worry about changing patches, worry about somebody doing the lights and getting all the lighting cues right. It's like that runs itself.
Yeah, it's cool. Their last couple of shows, they're playing tomorrow night here in LA, and I can't go, and I'm so bummed out because I really want. I want to go. So I mean, I might try to when I get off my bar shift. I'm just gonna drive to the venue and see if I can get in. But I just don't know what time they're gonna start. I even have a free ticket to get in if I was to be able to go on time, but I can't, and I'm so bummed. Every show that I want to see that's coming through LA right now is on days that I can't go. Nothing's on a Friday or Saturday when I have those nights open. It's all Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sundays, which are all the days I work.
Yeah,
it's fucking annoying. Yep. So, but one of the coolest Meshuggah shows I ever saw was, oh man, it was like, God, it had to have been maybe 10 years ago now. 7 years ago or so. It was at the Key Club, and what the cool thing about them not having amps and cabs on the stage was that they were backlit, so all the lights are coming from behind, so they were basically silhouetted the whole time because you could set up a whole lighting unit behind them. It was super cool to watch that show. I'd never seen a show like that before because usually everybody's got all their gear set up in the back so that they can hear themselves. It was so cool to see that. And now they're letting shows it almost looks like alien, otherworldly with the way they're doing their shows nowadays. It's very, very cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And that is kind of cool that they have that minimalist thing on stage. And there's the practicality of it that you don't have to fucking carry all that shit. You don't have to deal with mics. The sound checks are probably a lot easier because of that.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, dude, I should just get an Axe Effects and just fucking not deal with any of this shit. Not carry all this shit, but
I mean, it could be cool for live stuff.
I definitely prefer just running through an amp,
I know,
micing it, and that's it. You're done.
Yeah,
there it is.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way.
Yeah, it's like you got to commit.
Yeah,
but it's worth it when you do, and if it doesn't turn out, just fucking do it again.
Or quit, give up, stop playing your instrument, and
absolutely. Shoot yourself in the face.
Working for the IRS.
Same difference. Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'll tell you what. There's a lot of stuff that in music that makes me want to quit and shoot myself in the face.
Like carrying my amp. That's one of those.
Yes.
I thought you were going to talk about reading DMX's lyrics.
DMX's lyrics.
That's certainly
bringing it around. So, Meshuggah, Violent Sleep of Reason, Born in Dissonance, track 2. That's my pick right there.
Right on.
DMX makes me want to shoot myself in the face. Harry Gold doesn't, though. Harry, you got any plugs coming up? You got a website, Twitter, shows coming up?
I don't have too much coming up in the immediate future, but you can check my website, and I will post on it eventually when new things arise. And that is harrygoldguitars.com.
Guitars plural.
Guitars plural, because I can't decide.
You got to do any of that Insta, Twittergram?
I don't know what technology is. I'm lucky I have a website.
That's fair enough.
The Twitter is, it's too few words, but also too many for me to care about.
Yes, it is. It is a lot of work for such a little thing. I struggle with it. Hey, JP, you got anything that'll be, you got your, this will be before your show, yeah.
Yeah, I've got the Dinosaur Dick sighting coming up on Halloween night down here in Los Angeles. It's going to be, we're playing with a cover band of some friends of mine called Freedom Rock. They're awesome. And then we're also playing with this cool synthy band called La 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 Bird Time. It's going to be a costume party. It's going to be a good time. We're playing at Irish Times. I guess it's technically Los Angeles, but almost basically Culver City. And it's not really a live music venue, so that's going to make it a cool show, I think, because it's going to be a very intimate setting and it's going to be very packed. And it's free!
Yes! That'll be fun.
It'll be fun.
I wish I could go.
Me too.
All right. I've said all I'm going to say about DMX and this Ruff Ryder's Anthem. So, for Harry Gold, JP Von Hitchberg, and DMX, I'm Jeff Kallenbach. Don't let the man get you down. Very homoerotic.